Excited. Disappointed. No, okay. Excited. The newspapers finally mentioned a Daniel Svensson. He was arrested for the murder of a young woman in Vedtorp.
Oh.
Information is scarce. Her name was Stina? I don't know. Nilsson, and she was a miller's daughter. Her body was found on a field outside of the village. She'd been stabbed multiple times.
Oh. Wow.
Library should be open longer. Hope I can find reference to this year walk.
Did he kill her because she said she didn't love him anymore?
Motive behind the murder seems to have been jealousy. Not many
Oh.
details. Apparently, Stina was going to marry a Lucas Tapper. She was on her way home from Lucas' parents when she was intercepted by Daniel. She was found the following morning. She was only 17 years old. I feel a tad guilty about my excitement yesterday.
Wow. You're a douche guy.
Press seemed to have lost interest in the case, found nothing. Maybe ES can tell me something. I don't know who this ES is. I don't think they ever tell you who ES is. I guess it's just someone who, like, I guess it's just like another professor or something. Had a long talk on the phone with ES. The murder case was unknown to him. He had, however, spent a long time in Vedtorp during the 60s when he studied folklore in the area. There had been a rather peculiar rune stone that looked like the underside of a pig, according to Michaela.
Yeah.
That seemed to predate the Viking Age. ES claims that there was a definite connection between the symbols on the stone and year walking, but he couldn't tell how. Went to the library again in case I missed something about Daniel. Indeed I had. Found another article. Feeling upset and a little bit sad, borrowed the article just in case. Why do I get the feeling you didn't borrow it? I think that kind of
He
looks...
straight up drank that thing.
Yeah, that looks a little torn. I feel like he just straight up stole that.
Yep.
Perhaps there's more to learn about Daniel. Booked a hotel room in Vedtorp. Arrived in Vedtorp. It's a small place. One street cuts through the village. Rather depressing. Weather would not do any place justice. Hotel is empty, besides me and a group of dog toy manufacturers.
Okay. Random.
A bit on the noisy side. Must ask chef for veal recipe. Got a map from the hotel owner. Excited about the archive. Think I will find
He's
something
all
amazing.
kinds of excited now.
This guy is very excitable. Got back from the archive. Interesting place. Sadly, it's only open for 4 hours a day.
They're like, get out. Get
He
out.
was the only visitor. They probably opened just for him.
Yep.
Archive has exceeded my wildest dreams. Wow, this guy needs a hobby.
Seriously.
On New Year's Eve, 1893, Daniel Svensson did year walk. The court records refer to his year walk at several occasions. I've just started to scratch the surface. There must be beliefs hidden amongst these papers that have been forgotten for ages. Amazing. This is by far the latest recorded year walk. I hope I'm excused for borrowing the file from the archive. They gave me little choice since they're closed during the weekend. He's just got sticky fingers.
I knew it.
That guy just keeps taking stuff.
Jankin' stuff. That thief.
Could not sleep last night. Too excited by the files. Much of the records are of a legal nature, but there are relevant passages. Daniel claimed he knew he would murder Stina after seeing it in a vision on his year walk.
Wow.
Sadly, the scribe has not bothered to take it all down and occasionally just refers to it as the ramblings of a madman.
We're just gonna pass this off as this.
It's good record keeping. Certain elements are new to me. Must write them down in detail. Need fresh air. Daniel's cabin, Sol Sorten, is briefly mentioned in the protocol. I'll ask about it. Hopefully it still exists. You named your cottage. All right.
That's weird.
Box.
There's that frickin' box.
Boxity box. Bixity
Excellent.
boops. Babbity boop bop boops.
That box.
Yeah,
Oh,
box. Hargity boop. All right. Drove around. Ooh, excuse me. Pizza. Drove around. Every time I try to talk, I burp. All right, let's try that again. Drove around for hours in the forest today. These are woods to get lost in. Asked for directions. People never heard of the cabin. Was about to give up when I met an old man. His aunt had lived there till the 60s. From then it had 3 different owners that used it as a summer house until the mid-80s. The last family that owned the cabin only stayed there one summer. Their 5-year-old son drowned in a brook nearby, and after that they never returned.
Wow, that escalated very quickly.
Nobody's lived there since. Old man's nephew owned the land, asked if I could pay it a visit, didn't think there would be anyone that would mind. Cabin is situated deep into the forest, no sign, no road, just a narrow path. This was the place where he started his year walk over 100 years ago. Felt overwhelmed by the thought and couldn't enter. It's a lonely place. The only other building I could find in the area was an underground storehouse. Guess it must have belonged to the cabin. It was too dark to see anything, but I can't imagine there would be anything of significance in there. On my way back to the car, I found this strange box. What an odd thing to leave in the middle of the forest. Seems to be in more or less mint condition. Could not resist taking it. Good job, dude. Tonight I need whiskey and lots of it. What is up with this guy?
Let me take this random box. Oh, now I feel like drinking myself into oblivion. Like, what is going on?
I don't know. It seems like he kind of escalated quickly. He's just going downhill, dude. I know what I'm doing.
Box.
Went to Vedtorp Church today. It's a small white stone church built in the 12th century. Place where the church stands has been used for worship even earlier than that, according to the priest I met. Showed me around the premises. Put a bouquet of flowers on Stina's grave. Seemed appropriate. Almost unlikely somber epitaph read, in memory of our loving daughter, Stina Nilsson, 1877 to 1894. Her cries for mercy could not sway his hand. Wow, that's dark. That's just straight up dark.
What is this game?
All right, well.
They put that on her gravestone? Wow, yeah. That's classy.
All right. Depressing! Searched for Daniel's grave, but there was no stone, and according to the priest, there probably never was. The gravestones ES told me about are gone.
F him. He doesn't get one.
Yeah. Priest is not sure where they are or when they disappeared. So I guess the Nightmare Gateway stones are gone. Weather's been unreasonably bad. Spent the day at the county archive, had trouble concentrating, tried to locate a photograph of Daniel Svensson, but no luck. Clerk explained that a lot of stuff was lost when the files were moved from the regional archive back in 1976. Apparently there was another murder case in Vedtorp in the early 1890s. Elisa Rasmussen drowned 4 infants in a creek. She was an angel maker who received foster children from poor unmarried mothers. Lisa promised to find the babies good homes in exchange for a hefty sum of money. This was all a charade. As soon as the mothers had paid what little they owned, she drowned their children in a nearby creek. All files from that trial have been lost. Outrageous! Think I'm done with the archive. Been thinking a lot about that church. Good people.
It's just... this is a great place I've come to.
You're welcome. Strange day. Runestone ES talked about is not marked on any map. Talked to the man at the service station and he drew me a rather primitive map. Searched for the stone for a long time, almost gave up, found it at last. Felt compelled to touch it. Had this... I feel like there's a joke in there somewhere, but I don't...
Why would you touch that?
I don't know. I had the strangest sensation of looking beyond... Beyond what? The feeling lasted for some time. Heading home tomorrow. Wish I had more time. This stone is old. Old as balls. Might predate Christianity. But I failed to see how it is connected to your walking.
What?
Could not resist stopping by the church on my way home. Walked around it for a bit. It's a pretty church. Not remarkable.
I just realized you added all that extra in there.
Took you a minute. Something about it. Feel the church and the stone are connected somehow. Old as balls. All right. Look, he kept the box. Look at this. Look at this douche. All right. Found the box when I unpacked.
Really added that in there again for good measure.
I'd almost forgotten about the box. Seems to have a lock-like construction, but I've yet to understand exactly what it is or how to open it. I suggest a hammer. It reminds me of one of those puzzle boxes. The wheel with the symbols suggests it's opened by entering a password. It must be old. Old as balls. Maybe ES knows something about it.
You know what? Just gonna ad-lib. Just gonna add in my own stuff.
Yup. Decided not to tell ES about the box because I'm a suspicious bastard. He might not appreciate that I took it with me. He's always nagging me about ethics. Ethics. Turn our nose up at it.
What was that?
I don't know.
Some random...
Well, this is the thing.
Okay, right. What are these drawings?
That is a bird in a bikini and boxers.
Odd dreams for the win. That's pretty much what I'm getting from that. It's what?
Busy week, classes and meetings. Faculty is really getting in the way of my research. Feeling a bit strange. I've had weird dreams. That qualifies.
Huh. Weird doesn't even begin to touch on it.
Oh, okay. Here.
What?
I think there are other symbols hidden in the entries too.
That's tiny hand.
Where? Down here?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think there's symbol. Like
It looks like
I think this is a symbol. I think this is one of the symbols we need.
wow, this game just doesn't stop, does it? It's like, even when you think you're done.
I dreamt I was in a vast wasteland. I was searching for the keys to my locker together with Jenny from high school. We laughed and dug in the sand. Suddenly the sky lit up and Jenny pointed to a simple constellation of stars. She whispered in my ear to never forget it. I asked her what it meant, but she was dead and her bones
That's
were
kind of
withered
weird.
and old. Okay. Woke up and have been feeling rather
It's
queasy.
not something. Alright.
That's cool. Well, I don't see any
Gee,
other...
I wonder why, dude.
I haven't seen any... I don't think there's any other shapes yet. I think that's the first shape. I don't know. We'll find out. All right.
Was that the last of them? Of the messages?
No, I think that was the first symbol. Let's see. Whoops. What date were we at? 8th? I think we're at the 8th. Yeah, there we go.
October.
Yeah, so we're at October 8th. There's still a bunch
You
of...
said there's a
all
lot
right.
of reading.
Yeah. All right. Read an account of a year walk by a man called Ramadan in an old book I came over in a used bookshop. Ramadan's story is little more than a tall tale told by a drunken oaf. Most of them seem to be. Daniel sticks out. It haunts me. I held a lecture on year walking. Several faculty members attended and ridiculed me in front of the students. What? All right. Was stressed because oil lamp was running out of oil. When it did, the pale horse outside the window would come inside. All right. This guy's doing very well. So I'm trying to figure out if they actually made a box. I think they actually made a box for this. The purpose of making these Instagrammed photos.
That's going the distance. It's like dedication to your game.
Yeah, jealous, small-minded, greedy creatures the faculty members are. They'll undoubtedly create small-minded, jealous, and greedy students. Don't feel the need to share any of my research with the faculty anymore. They don't deserve to read something my hand has written. Okay. That's cool.
Oh, wow. That ego, man. Seriously.
The thought of what's inside that box is like an itch that can't be scratched. I've searched for references to anything about it, but I found nothing that resembles it at all. More strange dreams. Something happened in those woods. Yeah, it was a murder. We went over this. Is your walking a mere vision quest? Are the visions brought on by lack of light and food? ES believes so. Not so sure. Dreamt of the... Oh my god. This goes on forever. Show, don't tell, dude.
It really does.
I feel like this would have been better if they'd, like, somehow managed to, like, make it... Like... I don't know, like, how'd you actually be able to interact with this second half of the game instead of just reading all of this?
Yeah, that seems kind of like... That seems so weird.
Yeah.
How they just kind of like, alright, well, no, you're not going to get to do stuff anymore. You're just going to read about it.
Yeah, I don't know if they ran out of time or what. I don't know. Anyway. Dreamt of the runestone, had another blah, blah, blah.
It's weird.
Someone was walking up to me, said I broke the rules, withered into dust, Grim glowed at me, blah, blah, blah. Person drawing things, thinking of the stone. I don't see... Let me know if you see anything that looks like a... There's a goat head up there. I don't know if I need to... know.
I mean, all of that looks like... But those...
Yeah, I don't know which... I don't remember which things I need to write down.
For...
Doesn't want to sleep. Needs to sleep. Doesn't want to sleep. Got an email reminder to deliver text for the game. Oh, there's a shape. Received an odd email.
Really?
Today.
Where?
The O's. Received an odd email today. See the O's make they make like a half circle shape?
They look like a D.
Kind of. She wants the D. All right. Oh, got over 1,000 of these during last night. Emails seemed to have stopped when my inbox was full. Okay. That would weird me out a little bit.
Wow.
Is it some kind of threat? Okay.
Just a tiny bit.
Pre-suggested I see someone, so I hung up on him. All right.
That makes sense.
Heard baby screams from beneath the floorboards. Managed to pry up some of the boards and the screaming stopped. Okay.
What?
The Watchers, the Night Raven,
See,
the
this guy,
Huldra.
he should have been so curious.
Oh my god. Brookhorse and the Church Grim. There might be others, can't be sure. Can they disguise themselves? Maybe they can read my mind. The Watchers, because they watch. That's what they do. But is it all they do? Your walk equals system error. Okay.
What?
Your walking works, but it was never meant to. It's against the rules. The universe blinked its eye and someone crossed all barriers that are known as time and space. The Watchers are watching, but who are watching the Watchers? I think it's the Watchmen.
Okay, like, he's devolved into some serious madness right now.
He's just gone. He's just gone.
Yeah, he is.
He's just straight gone. Alright. How can you bend time and space? Like that, apparently. I don't know. Is that a popsicle stick? I can't... What is that? I don't know.
It actually looks like blood.
No, it's got a
I
shape.
don't know, I'm seeing blood everywhere.
Yeah, well...
Maybe it's a pet.
I don't know.
I don't know what that's saying about me now.
Got in an argument with the dude. He's old. Claims it's impossible to see the
With
future.
a dude, with an ES dude.
Of course, it's impossible to look into the future according to logic, but I'm not sure they're playing according to our rules. Watchers are more than they appear unless they're real, yet they're unreal. They do not exist in the manner that this table and this chair exist. Here's another shape. God, I'm getting so tired of reading all this. Oh my god. Alright. I certainly didn't draw this, but it's in my notebook.
This is not good.
Oy. Alright. There's so... Oh my god. Watchers or antibodies. Alright.
That looks like a bovine. Oh, wait, no, that's a goat.
Yeah, I think it's a goat again. I don't know. Alright.
With an eye, yeah, because they're focusing on the heart.
Alright, Daniel broke the rules and he was punished. Held another lecture. I need a break. I've been an idiot. These shapes are the same as in the box. There must be more coming. Phone rang, answered. Couldn't hear anyone. Rang again. Voice was too far away. Phone kept ringing, so I cut the cord. Bought whiskey. Bought food. People stare. Alright. Oh my god. Alright. Well, here's a triangle head. I'm not even going to read these anymore because my voice hurts. All you need to know is that this guy's going nuts. Alright. There was a knife left on his kitchen table. That's cool. The knife is Daniel's. We are connected.
That looks kind of like a... That... What? Okay.
I can hear
this
the
guy...
heart of the universe beating. Oh my god.
What?
She sings and I shall follow. She's trying to fool me. That I know, but I must get closer to her because then I get closer to the key that leads to the heart of this all. I didn't steal the box because it begged me to take it with me. Okay.
He does not sound like he's in his right mind.
Alright. Daniel survived all the Watchers sent by the universe. He was lured by the Temptress, brought the innocents to the Pale Horse, unearthed the parasite, and freed the master of them all. But he was destroyed. Could it have gone any other way? I have to help him. It's the right thing to do. Might have figured out. 5 Watchers, 5 symbols, which means there's one more coming. Alright, so I guess I didn't... One of these I didn't need. I think it was probably the goat's head, but I'm not sure. Tired. Heartbeat stronger, but I will break it and see everything. Whining about wanting to change the past. Being scared.
Oh. Pretty violent.
Saw her lifeless body. She's beautiful even in death. Have been crying ever since. Oh, there's the last one. Alright. Yay, we can skip the rest of this crap. Alright. Alright, so basically he figures out...
Did this show up on his hand? What?
Yep. He had a nap and then it showed up on his hand. Alright, so he thinks it's Daniel who's been sending him the symbols. Now he thinks it was the Watchers. So now he thinks...
I think he's a little, like, nuts.
So now he thinks that the girl can be saved, so he put everything he had in the box and locked it again. And he figured out when the rift is open and it wants him to go through. Packed his things, wonder if I'll come back. Then it's just a bunch of pictures. So he goes back to the cottage. And
Is he going on his own year walk? Like, what's going on?
yeah, so he goes on a year walk with the box, and he's going to try and leave it so that Daniel can open it and find out what happens, and hopefully that'll keep Stina from getting killed. So now we have to go find the box again. There it is. Oh, see? Look, I found it that time.
Oh, what? Yeah, there's a little bit of time traveling going on.
Alright, so the first symbol I need is that one. And then there's... Okay, there's no goat's head, so that's the symbol I didn't need. And then I need that one. And then I need a square. Then I need a triangle. And then the last one was an upside down, was like a bowl shape. There we go.
Oh.
Right. Skadoosh. I need to stop saying that. Vedtorp murder executed. Yesterday morning, Vedtorp killer Daniel Svensson was executed at Kristianstad prison. He was found guilty for the heinous murder of young Stina Nilsson last year. Death sentence has been criticized by the highly renowned Dr. Helmer Lundback, who stated that Daniel is suffering from an abnormal psyche. He seems to have problems discerning past from present and has visions of terrible creatures, something not uncommon among schizophrenics. Daniel cannot be held accountable for his actions and should be given treatment at an institution for the criminally insane. The execution was performed by Gustav Dahlberg. This was his fourth execution. Last year, he was to perform the execution of the notorious Lisa Rasmussen, who was charged with the murder of 4 infants in Vedtorp, but who took her own life before the sentence could be carried out. Security has been greatly improved since. Daniel Svensson was composed during the whole process. Besides the slightly shaking hands so common among the criminal type, you could not tell Daniel from any other young men. He sobbed loudly once when he laid his head down low, but quickly regained his composure. A quick prayer and a swift, powerful stroke. Oh, they cut his head off. That's cool. And it was over. According to the attending priest, Daniel's last words were, "I should have killed myself, then none of this would have happened." You are long dead when I write this, and I have not yet been born. Yet we have a connection beyond life, death, space, and time. The impossible made possible by your walking. The Watchers always win. Even though you've not passed through the rift yet, they sense the urge and they want their sacrifice. Oh my god. I wish there could be another way. I'm sorry, but for her there is still hope. You can save her. You know what you must do. And there's Daniel's felt. There's
Kill yourself. Kill yourself. Wow.
Okay, except I've been okay. So since I mean, like I said, this is not the first time I've played this game. So, but I think what happens is it's kind of like a loop because, I mean, he sends the stuff back for Daniel to find, right? And so then he has the knife.
Yeah.
And then he kills his girlfriend with the knife. And then he's executed, and then the guy in the future finds this information and the knife, and then he sends the knife back to Daniel. And Daniel finds the knife, and instead of killing himself, he kills his girlfriend with the knife, and then he's executed. You see what I mean? I think it just keeps going around in a circle.
I guess it could be interpreted as that. I mean, does he use the...
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we don't really know. Because we know the first time, yeah, okay, so maybe he... But see, then what did I don't know, that's just so weird.
I think what he did when he sent the knife back was he was intending for Daniel to kill himself. And then that way Stina wouldn't get killed.
Mm-hmm.
But then he just ends up getting mad and killing Stina, and then he's executed, and then the whole cycle starts all over again. So I don't know. It's open to interpretation. Either way, no one has a happily ever after. And then we don't find out what happened to that guy either, so.
That was a fun romp through a winter wonderland. I think I need to hug a puppy.
Aww.
Thanks for watching!
Yay!